Apart from the crime, there's a controversy in Boston. WRKO talk show host John DePetro has angered some people by questioning Emmett's behavior before she was murdered. Joining us now from Boston is Wendy Murphy, an attorney and child advocate, and Mr. DePetro, who is in the eye of the storm. All right, so your thesis about Emmett's behavior is what, Mr. DePetro?
Now, most people seem to agree that after midnight you're alone, but this whole argument, how this thing really got off was this whole argument of whether or not she had the right to be there. I think the women's groups and the feminist groups that are attacking me are missing the point and leading young women astray.
In her hometown of Boston, there's controversy this week because radio talk show host John DePetro has questioned the victim's behavior.
Can a woman go anywhere she wants and wear whatever she wants? Yes, but common sense tells you it is not safe to do that.
Suddenly, John DePetro became the story.
A local talk radio host under fire after making controversial comments about the Boston woman found brutally murdered in New York this week. You're entitled. You see a sweet young lady in a vulnerable position late at night. Have at it. If
no one
is
preaching that. That's offensive.
Fault.
That's offensive, and no one said.
Crossing the line in a way that I think calls your morality into question.
You're offensive. Clint Van Sant. There are criminals and sickos out there. If you want to ignore them and pretend they don't exist, then that's your problem and your daughter's problem. But young women need to be warned. It is very dangerous. She's 5'2", 115 pounds. That is different than a man.
So it's
a man
her
would
fault.
have a fighting
Sweet
chance.
Girl, it's her fault.
Michael Sapercon,
it doesn't matter whether it's her fault.
Last night I debated Boston radio talk show host John DePetro, who's talking a lot about why Emmett St. Guillen was out alone at 4 a.m. and drunk before she was abducted, raped, and murdered. I said I will not allow this victim to be attacked. We received over 1,000 emails on this topic.
No, Dan, most people's reaction is she was with her friends, she was safe then, women are safe in a group, women are a target. Young women are a target. You can't ignore that. Look at the date rape drugs. They're looking at whether or not she was drugged. It is not the same for a man or a woman. It's more dangerous for women, and women have to be aware of that.
And again, it's more dangerous for women to go out to a bar at night.
No, it's more dangerous for young women to be alone, drunk in a bar at 4 a.m. at night.
John DePetro, welcome to Scarborough Country. You've obviously touched off a firestorm in Boston and across the country with some of your comments.
No one's doing that. Come on, you're a cop. You should know
better. Listen to me, John. First of all, the person who had to be concerned with the timeout may very well have been the individual who's out past their parole time, the mandated time. So the issue with
criminally, he is 100% responsible. But as a cop in New York, if someone said, "You think it's a good idea for a woman to be out alone?"
John, let's get something clear right now.
You would say,
let's get something clear. New York City is not Boston, so let's get that crystal clear on the set.
That has nothing to do with it.
It has everything to do with it.
No, it doesn't.
Because you are assigning blame to the victim. You got to wake up, look around, and understand what you're saying.
You must have been some cop.
You know what, though? Hold on a second, John.
Wait, John, hold on a second.
No, John, hold on a second. Hold on, John.
No, you listen to me.
Hold on. Hey, this is Joe Scarborough. Let me talk.
John, you have some interesting information. You interviewed a lot of friends who know both of them. What did they say to you about what Neil was telling her where he worked?
Read, a lot of the friends say that it was really unclear what he did. You know, he was just introduced as this guy. There was a computer guy. But there were even reports, I've heard from some friends, that he had told her at one point he was working on a secret mission for the British government while they were in England. But, you know, how many people today had a pastrami sandwich at lunch? I mean, how healthy is that? Do we want kids to eat healthy? Yes. Are they making strides towards that? Absolutely. But banning fluff?
But the happy ending is it gets off it. I mean,
happy ending
without taking sides.
Happy ending would be a mistrial, then they have to do the whole thing all over again.
So you're broadcasting from right outside the courtroom, right?
Yeah, it's the hottest show in town.
Even Governor Romney jokes about, you know, what is it like trying to be a conservative in Massachusetts? It's like being a rancher at a vegetarian convention. I mean, it's very difficult. The problem up here is, you know, the liberals, the Cambridge, the Brookline, they make a lot of the headlines. But and every time the census comes out, you guys, you see that more and more people are leaving Massachusetts because of these types of things. There's too much of an obsession on having, you know, Heather has 2 mommies and Daddy has a new roommate and preaching the gay lifestyle in school. And it's then like the hell with the troops. Forget about the Red Sox and the Patriots. Right. Let's just make sure that everyone knows Massachusetts hates President Bush, and that's really not the case.